Hello.
Welcome back.
Push the car.
Hi.
Gaming
And Timone.
show.
Timone shows here with Push the Core.
And if you've been on his show, you've already heard it like 3 times
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah.
just hang with us because
Yeah.
in Push the Core Gaming, we record these sessions in 15-minute intervals.
We just want you to know that I'm not Tim Mouth. Timone.
Oh!
Ow!
Damn.
I sound like Chad right
Hey.
there, didn't I? Oh!
Yeah, you start being like.
We gotta make up because Chad's not with us
Yeah, he's
for
not.
this session.
I'm
He's
filling
not
it-
with us for
I'm
this
filling in
session
for
or the
Chad.
last session.
Tim's filling in for Chad.
Dude,
Chad wasn't in for the last session.
I'll fill in for Chad
for this
anytime.
game. Chad and I did our prey episodes. They were
Oh,
pretty
you
good.
did?
We kept them.
When did you do that?
We kept
Oh
them
yeah, that's right.
Tuesday.
That's
we,
right.
we kept them,
Tuesday.
we kept them pretty
Tuesday.
interesting. I think they're gonna be good.
That's good. I'll have to listen.
I was
I'll
gonna
have to
make
list
it, but
10
I
to
had
them.
just started working at Schnucks and
Shh.
Wait,
Canucks.
so how long have you been there?
like just a couple weeks. So like it's been just. I'm not used to having a regular job. I've always had an on-call job where like I just like hey, we need you in Milwaukee and like tomorrow night
Oh,
or whatever.
jeez.
And
Holy
I'm
crap.
like, all right,
Wow.
cool, dude. Who am I riding with? And then it was just always that simple. So now I have like a
A
job,
regular schedule.
You know-
a regular scheduled job. So I've been
Mhm.
having to like mentally and like
Yeah,
physically
dude,
just,
it's
like,
hard to get
used
into that swing.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
think I
believe
need
me.
to go all the way
Well,
around this
dude, I was
mountain.
working part time
could
for the
be
longest
wrong.
time.
Let
I
me
just
see.
started working like mega full time. Now I worked like 50. No, I worked 66 hours the other week.
Let's see if I can go up this way. If not, then it's
And
just
it
I'm
is
wasting time.
just
but
crazy.
okay.
Yeah, we used to work 90-hour weeks at North Park Rental. Dude.
Oh
It
my
was crazy.
god.
Yeah, I
No
heard on your
way.
webcast that you did work there.
Yeah, I worked there a long.
This is not where I'm supposed to go. I'm dead.
Oh man, he just couldn't take it
If
anymore.
you survived that, you are awesome.
I give up.
He decided to just jump to his doom.
Down the ravine.
Okay, my question. I mentioned I had a question before we
Yeah,
started
let's hear
recording.
it.
Okay, so Tim's here. He's having a couple drinks with us, and he's riding
Water.
his bike. So,
Kitty
oh my god, I have
cocktails.
to start at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
So,
is this
if
a
you're ri- if-
DUI related
Yeah,
question?
can you get busted on
yeah,
your bike
you definitely can. You definitely
What?
can.
for DUI
You
or
def-
for
How?
drunk
It's
in
not
public?
motorized.
You definitely can get some sort of
Oh.
ticket or
Something.
arrested for.
I think this is a time
A
where we need to
DUI.
look up on the phone the information
You
on
definitely can. I've been pulled over on my bicycle for illegal lane usage on my bicycle riding home from the Top Cut Comics.
Oh, that's because you're on the road, though. What if you're on
But
the
I
sidewalk?
was in a residential.
That's so dumb. In residential, there are some neighborhoods without sidewalks, like the street I live
The
on.
street I live on has no
We're not
sidewalk.
gonna use
Okay,
names
okay.
for streets, but the street I live on, most of the street has no sidewalk.
Yeah. Until you get to your block, there's no
Right,
sidewalks.
exactly. Because I live in a newer neighborhood.
Yeah. But like in my whole neighborhood, there's no sidewalks until you go like a whole other street over, or whatever. There's no sidewalks, and so like, and if you once when I was a child, a police told us.
A child.
Well,
Okay.
a police told us.
A police.
A police told us that you're not allowed to ride your bicycle on the sidewalk. You're supposed to ride it on the shoulder of the road. Like riding a bike on the sidewalk is, and it goes along with the Illinois rules of the road where you have to ride. If you're riding with multiple people, you ride single file on the shoulder.
It's
you
like
ride on the
motorcycle
shoulder.
laws, kind of.
Yeah, but you still have, and
I'm trying to go down
you technically still have to follow traffic lights and traffic signs, like stop signs and red lights and stuff. But no cyclist does, and nobody really cares. Like no, like.
Well, here's the thing. Now, I'm looking this up. It's by state, okay? Some states it's a DUI for your freaking bicycle,
Yeah.
and some it's not. I can tell you right
Illinois
now.
is, I think.
Illinois
borderline.
got some of the crappiest laws in the
Illinois.
country.
Illinois is just depending on the police officer.
Well, that's kind of true too. That's kind of true anywhere.
I can tell you right now, there's a quick few. Indiana, yes, DUI for riding a bicycle. Iowa, no. Kansas, no. Kentucky, no.
But they could still get you for drunk in public
Yes,
if
yeah,
they wanted to.
they can get you for
Yeah.
drunkenness.
Definitely.
Why don't they tell me all of them here? Maybe
Okay,
I'm not in the
so
right thing.
this is it's
So, yeah.
I'm trying a different route this time. This might be
Oh, here we
another
go. I can
episode
figure it out.
of me
Illinois.
trying to find where I'm going, but
This-
we're gonna talk.
Nope, no. In
This
Illinois,
world-
it is not a DUI for bicycle.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Really?
Yep.
But they can still get you for drunk in public. I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, they can. Yes.
That's why everybody with a DUI has those motorized bicycles.
That's worse.
Yeah, I know. There's like I've seen like 3 or 4 people with those.
Really?
Yeah, dude. They you see them. You'll be like, okay, you know how far away like let's say East State is from where I live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Like
talking
I've seen them.
miles.
I've
several
seen.
miles.
Yeah, we're talking like 12 miles. I've seen those the same person on East State, and then I've seen the same person like go down my street, and I'm like, holy crap, that guy gets around.
I've also seen the same type of person do that type of stuff while smoking crack. Where they could just...
Now, here's the interesting thing. As I'm scrolling through here, it's literally like probably about 45% of the states will charge you for DUI bicycle.
35%?
About 45%.
45, that's
Almost 50%.
almost half of the states will charge you
Yeah.
for being drunk
on
a bicycle
for freaking
for
DUI.
for trying to like
Be good.
be good.
And not
Literally,
drive a
and
car.
not walk. You know? But you can get a drunkenness while public.
Yeah, you
whatever,
can get a
from
drunk in
walking
public
around.
while walking or whatever.
What's the limitations on that, really? You know, I mean, it's just all bull crap. It's just money for the state. It's all
30 years ago, when I was just a tot, dude, drunk in public would just get you
was
a
a
ride
joke.
home.
Dude, you want to ask our dad some stories, man.
Yeah.
It would just-
He used to
It
get
would just get you a ride home.
dude. He
Right.
used to drive drunk. He said he like got in an accident and all this, and the cop just was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take you home." Like nothing, no DUIs,
Hey,
nothing.
I got a story. I remember one time we were with Dad driving, and he was like, "Okay, guys,
Oh, my
like."
guests are brothers.
He was like, "I need
yeah,
you."
we're brothers.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I do that.
Okay.
I'm telling my.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
your
viewers.
viewers.
Yeah, your
that's
viewers,
right.
yeah.
Your viewers are new to
Yeah,
that.
we are brothers.
Dustin and I are
Brothers in arms.
That's why we sometimes sound like
we
the
kill
same.
people.
Keep
going.
Anyway,
We do
aside
sound the
from
same
that, let's
sometimes.
keep our secrets secret. And
No, it's not a secret.
no, but I remember when I was young, like 5,
Mhm.
7, somewhere around there.
Just a time.
Dad was like, "Hey, I need you guys to watch the road for me. Make sure I don't."
Oh yeah, I
cross
remember
over the
that,
line."
dude. He said that with me in the car
Yeah.
too. Yeah, dude. Wow. It's see,
didn't
my mind
know,
like blocked that
we
from
didn't
my
really,
memory.
We didn't really understand it because we're so young. We were
Ignorant
like, "All right,
bliss.
Dad.
Yep.
All right, yeah, we'll make sure."
Yeah,
you're-"
now thinking about it, it's like holy donkey balls.
Holy bollocks! He used to freaking like drive and see,
Rely on like 5-year-olds to make sure he's driving
That's
straight.
hilarious.
Not really. It's scary.
And a little scary. Okay, we're halfway through the episode.
You're
Let's go ahead
alive now, so look back and laugh and
Yeah.
embrace.
Oh yeah, it is funny. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna go around this thing.
All right,
That's my
halfway
next
through the
plan.
episode, we're gonna get into this question here. Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
Future.
Permanently?
Yes.
Future.
Man, I don't know.
What if there is no future? What if nuclear war happened and boom,
Okay,
everybody's dead?
Well, then I'm
Hey.
the only survivor, and I'm fucking.
you die
freaking,
from nuclear radiation.
Okay,
I'm.
here's the
maybe,
thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing: is you gotta look at it like this. Where
Are
you're
we
at,
assuming that?
where you're at, you gotta realize we know what happened in the past 500 years ago.
Right.
We don't know what's going on in the
We
future.
don't
500
know
years from now.
exactly what happened. We just know who wrote
Okay,
it. And
but-
We'd have to reiterate this question. Let's assume there is no nuclear war in the future that destroys all humanity.
Okay, but here's like this: if you're 500 years
let's
in the
assume
past,
Trump wasn't president.
500 years in the past, here in America, you would be in a world surrounded by Indians, and you're a white dude who they've never seen before.
Well, now,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
hold on.
Yeah, because you're gonna get transported
Well,
500 years where you're standing.
or let's
right
just say,
now.
okay, you're making another stipulation though. Let's say you could be transported anywhere in the world you want 500 years in the past.
Anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Well, if I went to the past, I would obviously go. I would not go here. Wait, what year was it? 500 years ago? It was 1500 something. Maybe no. Here was getting pretty
you
lit.
say
It'd be
15,
1518.
1518, that would be pretty lit kind of around here. Because 1492, Columbus
Wouldn't you want to
sailed
live
the
in
ocean blue.
Wouldn't you want to live in Europe though?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to be in Europe though?
America is that old, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, America was started in like the 1700s. It was still colonies and stuff. About 1500s to 1700s. It was just
around
colonies.
from 1500s to around like 1700s. That's when Columbus was enslaving
Right, but
all
let's
this
move
stuff, and the
away
Spaniards.
let's move
So-
away from like you would be killed by Indians to more
no,
like
yeah. So
like,
you said anywhere
let-
you could go.
let-
Being in Europe would be lit 500
yeah.
years
Let's
ago.
let's specify. Let's say you were in Europe. If you choose back in the past 500 years, you living in Europe, their lifestyle essentially is what the question is. I'm aiming
Being
at
somewhere around there, like being in Spain or somewhere, would be pretty lit. That'd be cool. And Spanish is easy to learn. And
I mean, would you think the think about how much simpler you'd be, like the smartest person in the world, okay? Knowing what you know now as opposed to and then going back then. You could like create things that don't exist yet, become rich in your time,
no, I've always thought about that. Just as a writer and stuff, I think about that type of stuff where I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, if I could have wrote something way better than that person. Like I could get that person fired. I could have their job, and I could start writing way better cool stuff, and then people could love that stuff. Like I was talking about getting Stan Lee fired and stuff like that. For
That's the
writing
thing
comic
is
books.
like if you're thinking about going into the past, if you have the knowledge of today, you could do anything you wanted because you already know what
to expect,
what
and
works in the future and what doesn't.
Right.
So you can pretty much be. You could become Einstein in the future.
See, and I'm more of someone that wants to live and by the moment and more spontaneous and stuff. That's why I'm more willing to go into the future.
Well, let's turn into the future now. Okay, we've basically talked about the past, so let's move to the future.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we need
Scenarios?
We need some stipulations or whatever. Like, let's say there wasn't a nuclear war
That's what I
that
said.
wiped everybody
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
he said that earlier. Yeah.
No nuclear war. So what you got? I mean, it's like, what is the future even going to be like in 500 years? It's really hard to know exactly. I think it could go
It could
in
be
so many
aliens.
ways.
It could
Yeah,
be aliens
it could
show
go
up.
so many freaking ways, man. The world might be a wasteland in the future at that point, or it might be
It could
like
be super
very.
awesome.
It might
It
be
could-
super awesome. Who knows?
You know.
Everything's kind of at this weird turning point right now.
That's why I like it. That's why
I
I
think
like
all
it.
of history is like
That's
that.
why I
though.
like it is because of all the uncertainty and then that's what I look forward
So
to.
it's kind of like, all right, bring me to the action. I don't care what it is, good or bad. I just want to check it out.
Like I could be in total like dystopia, right? Like I could just like instantly just be in what's that freaking movie with Blade Runner? I could be instantly in Blade Runner.
When you said total, I was like, Total Recall.
Total yeah, like something like that too. It's like they're
Go on
almost
vacation
they're
to,
almost the same thing.
in a way, yeah. Oh, what's that one movie? Where the guys, oh man, the Running Man. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
What?
Yeah.
The movie's amazing. So it's like
Well,
criminals.
it's awesome for what it is. It's totally
Oh,
different
yeah.
from the story of Stephen King.
Criminals basically get put in these
Game
gauntlets.
shows.
Game show gauntlets where they have to run away from these killers. It's
Who ha-
freaking really
and
cool.
then
So it's like
the
Hunger
killers
Games,
have-
but better.
The killers have bad-ass weapons.
They have
and
themes. They have themes.
Yeah,
like
they're
one
themed.
guy is like a flamethrower
dude.
guy. The other guy's like a saw blade thrower.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, it's
yeah.
cool. It's a really cool
Yeah.
movie. I wouldn't mind watching it again, actually.
It got a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of
watching
criticism.
that when I get home.
It got a lot of criticism because it didn't really follow Stephen King's story at all.
It was one of those ahead of its time.
Yeah, but as its own thing, the movie is cool and the book and the story is cool
Yeah.
as their own things.
Wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger in that
Yeah,
movie?
heck yeah, he was.
That's right. Yeah, good movie. Awesome movie. Running
Arnold
Man.
Schwarzenegger was in everything back then.
Yeah, he was. He was. Any cool movie he was in.
It was
Like,
him
literally-
or Stallone. They were kind of competing for the action movie genre.
In a way. I liked Arnold Schwarzenegger better a little bit.
Oh shoot!
Ooh, don't jump off there.
I think I gotta go. I think that's how I get to the next boss because I'm totally lost.
Okay, so you gotta go back and then run as fast as you can.
I've
and
been
jump.
across that bridge. It's a dead end.
Oh, dead end?
Here we go.
I've seen
Before
you
we
cross.
end the
I've
episode,
seen you cross that
Jump off
bridge
the edge.
twice.
I'm gonna see if I can jump down here.
Let's do it. That's where he's at. Yes!
Nope.
Adrian!
Nope. Dead.
No, you're living.
Dead.
Swimming.
No, I'm dead.
Look at his
Dude.
feet moving.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
I'll
let's take it out. Take it out. Take it
All right,
out.
thank you for watching Push the Core Gaming with Timone, or the Timone Show, if that's what you're watching right now.
If you want to watch,
You're just only
if you want some
listening to my
video,
show.
Nah.
if you want some video to go along with the discussion, then come check us out here at Push the
Yeah,
Core Gaming.
if you actually want to see some of the stuff that we're talking about from this game, watch Push the Core Gaming.
Yeah, and if you want to see, nipples being rubbed, come to Push the Core.
He's lying. You won't see that, but you know what? It's a good idea.
Just imagine when I said that, you were seeing
All right,
it in your
thanks.
mind,
Let's end it.
with your brain.
Later.
Peace.